And that's the work that I do with people is we go in discovery with mind map, and then it starts to take shape, and then you start to find relationships between the words, and it starts to point to a direction, and it's fascinating, and everyone's is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clay, what's the most important thing for you now? Meaning, you've asked us these questions. What's really important for you?
This is this work here is really important to me, um, because it's my work. It's, I'm doing it for me, and oh, by the way, the rest of the world can watch me learn if I, if they're patient enough. Um, at some point, I'll put a book out, um, but it's going to be, well, when do you finish? In search of, you know, so it's kind
And
of hard to.
what have you learned
Uh,
about the new compassionate man?
well, you said it in the very beginning. It's here. The other thing that's real important to me is hanging on the wall back here.
I've been seeing that.
That's my mandala. Mandala, the Sanskrit word for circle. A circle designed to have meaning of a cosmic order. This is my mandala, my life in symbols, in sacred geometry. In the relationship, in the white spaces between the words. Created and recreated over many years. Growing in depth and breadth as I grow. A reflection of my expanding consciousness. Enfolded within the universal circle, revealing who I truly am. Pulling all the scattered aspects of my life together, one tiny pencil stroke at a time. Here I find my center, knowing that I will create it again and again as I evolve and grow with time. This is my mandala. But that's my ritual. See, this is one that's in process right now. And, you know, it, when I, it's grown from how far out in the universe can I reach out and then get my arms around it and figure it out. And I went out as far as the precession of the equinox, the outer circle, and recognizing that the ancient history, ancient civilizations knew about the precession and so forth. And then I went looking at religious tradition, and I looked at Joseph Campbell and Dark Night of the Soul, mysticism, you know, vulnerability, compassion, all of these things. How do I put these all in context? Well, they all fell on a axis of fear is to love as darkness is to light. And everything that I've been dealing with, and oh, it goes here, it goes here, it goes there, it goes there. So building that out, and the one place that I am totally in the still point in the now is in a place like right there in the white space in between the words, the relationship between the words and the geometrics and all the meaning that can be derived out of there. That's not, because I can sit there at that spot and everything's in place. And the left side of my brain is satisfied with the geometrical aspect of it, and the right side of my brain is satisfied with the artistic side of it. So I can go, ah, and I can find my space. So I have to share that with the world and somehow, and I don't know how to do it.
You're it. You are it. You don't. You're sharing it by just you being you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Dana and mine would be completely different than yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
And that's the work that I do with people. Is we go in discovery with mind map, and then it starts to take shape, and then you start to find relationships between the words, and it starts to point to a direction, and it's fascinating, and everyone's is different.
Yeah.
You should see this technique that he's got with this mind mapping thing. It's really an alive process. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Clay.
I've finally, over the past several years, settled into the fact that that is what's innate in me, and to own it and to bring it into the world. I know how I got to that place in early life and trauma involved and so forth. But rather than pushing it down, I've embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this is how I do what I do, and I want to do it well so I can grow. And if I can share that and someone else can grow as well, then we both are growing. When I do my coaching with somebody, I said, you and I are on discovery here. When we start mind mapping, I don't know where we're going to end up, and I'm not worried about it. But let's play with this. All the pieces, all the words are out there, and we keep moving them around, and we both, look at that. And so we're side by side in that.
Well, it's like the destination doesn't reveal itself until you have the lens with which you can see it. And once you're standing in the right point of view, the thing pops into view.
It does. I sat with one of my guys in Mastermind, and he'd been stuck on a business issue, and he knew I was doing what I was doing. And he said, would you sit with me and let's do this thing that you do? And I said, okay. And I said, spew, just talk to me. And I'm mind mapping. And 2 hours, I'm just, doing it. And finally he paused, and I said, okay, are you finished? He said, yeah. I said, okay, give me a minute. Now, I had no idea, but I drew this little square box. And out of all of that came this and this and this and this. And this corner meant this, and this corner meant this. And all of a sudden there was a frame of reference that he could say, I'm here and I have choice.
Mm-hmm.
I can move to here or I can move to there, but I know where I am. And I turned it and I showed it to him. I said, because I don't know about his business. Does this mean anything to you? He teared up. He said, I've been stuck on this business issue for 2 years, and you've just blown the doors off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a template that he used to move forward with.